Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to go over gold and silver, do our technical analysis, give you my financial opinion. We'll start off with a 0.75% Fed rate hike. I think that's good. I think that's good because it's basically validating everything with the thesis. It's validating everything that I thought would happen. Back in 2020, I said that we were going to have higher rates of inflation from stimulus money, from the increase in housing starts. Those two things lead to increasing rates of inflation. The increasing rates of inflation will put bonds in a real negative rate. We'll see an increasing interest rate environment. And then I specifically said that I did not know how, when the overall market rolls over and starts to sell off, how that links to our commodities. And that's exactly what is happening right now. We are trying, we're linked through leverage. We're trying to decouple. We've got money sloshing in and out of different sectors. We've got bonds selling off, stocks selling off. Things are starting to rotate around. And that's going to happen for a while. It's not going to be super quick. And this is where it's going to be highly volatile. This is where I said, I don't know if we're just going to break and go. I don't know if we're going to get, linked up and dragged down with it. It's a difficult spot to know exactly when we can break away from the overall markets. And, we can break, but still be correlated, if that makes sense. When the stock market goes up, we just rocket higher. When it goes back down, we fall less. That could be the case where they're still linked, but we just outperform it. It's a possibility. Again, I don't know the exact inner workings of how this is all going to be correlated or uncorrelated in the short term. And I don't think you really need to figure that out. It's not that important. What's important is that you're in the right side of where the money is going to be received at some point. And that money is going to rotate. It's rotating out of bonds. I think eventually it'll sell out of bonds. When you sell your stock, what do? You raise cash. And I think cash will get strong in the small or intermediate term, short term. And then that cash will be deployed somewhere else. I think that cash is going to make its way into precious metals and into commodities. So that's where I'm hanging out. So let's go over precious metals right now. And the key that we want to see here is declining dollar, and then your interest rates also going down. So those two things usually are a tailwind behind gold, usually. But we need an increasing interest rate environment to get the money to rotate. That's telling you that bonds are selling off. So looking at gold, we're up $25. Again, we're still sitting at a pretty good location. You can extend this guy out here if you want. It's probably somewhere in that general vicinity. May even be lower than that. Let me drag this guy just down a little bit. Maybe it's down there. We've got a support line coming through there. We have a trend line coming through here. We're sitting on top of all the trend lines and support lines. That is positive. That's good. Silver, it's getting a bid today. We're around that support area. That's looking good. It's getting a bid. And then platinum's also going up, 1950. Again, I think all of these metals look solid. I think they all look good, especially gold being the leader, sitting on top of its patterns. I am a buyer of physical metals in this area. I have been and will be. I don't care. I don't care what the volatility is in the short term. I don't care what people think in terms of if we're going to go lower or higher. It doesn't necessarily matter. You always go back to, what are the conditions? Are we sitting on top of patterns? Yes. Are we in an inflationary environment? Yes. Does the Fed think we're in an inflationary environment? Yes, because that's why they're raising interest rates. If they were scared of a crash, they would not be raising rates. They would be either holding steady or about to decline. That is when you worry. We are still good. XAU to gold ratio. This is the silver gold mining companies to gold. We're on support. What do? You get aggressive when you're on support lines, in my opinion. Looking at Karora Resources, again, we're starting to contract. We have that nice big bullish engulfing, a couple trading days. We have a bullish hammer now's the time if you're brave. EXK, right on support, looks good. Fortuna Silver Mines, we're above the pattern, still looks good. SILJ finding some support at the support line. We'll see if this holds, but it looks good. GDX is holding on support. That's a bullish hammer candlestick. SIL hammer candlestick. Looking at the small silver exploration companies just to get a gauge of some explorers just moving sideways. Looks good. Koya Resources. We're still in a downtrend. Maybe wait and get a little bit more buying pressure there. Discovery Silver looking good off that support line, the white support line coming here. We're bouncing higher. First Majestic Silver. We're low here, and I think it looks good. This is a big picture view. We're real low in First Majestic Silver. I still like it down here. Newmont selling off a little bit. A little hammer candlestick on it. Maybe this doesn't look as strong as some of the other ones. We do have a bullish piercing here, bullish golfing, bullish piercing, which means that we could head higher. We've got nice, good drive out of this guy. These past couple of days kind of just sold off, but this one still looks good to go higher. That's Mag Silver. AUY tracking sideways. Impact Silver, nice little hammer candlestick looking good. Aftermath Silver just moving sideways. We've got PLG, nice big drive out from the bottom here, drive out of the hole. We're just getting a little bit of a sideways to lower drift. Sabinyai Stillwater right below the support line. Hopefully we can get that slingshot cheetah action where we slingshot down and that creates a slingshot higher where the shorts get trapped. It's basically a bear trap or a short trap. The slingshot cheetah is a short trap where it breaks down, people go short, and then it reverses, and those shorts are caught in the stock and they have to buy it back. Sandstorm Gold, that is moving sideways above the support line. I think it looks good. Franco-Nevada looks good right on support. I like it. EMX, getting a little bit of buying pressure right at support. I like it. Teuton Resources, this is getting pretty low. I'd be watching it. Wheaton Precious Metals, I like it down here. Nice big hammer candlestick. Gold Royalty, moving sideways. Metallo Royalty, moving sideways. Mavericks Metals, still looking good above the pattern. I like it. Royal Gold, right above support here. This is a full retracement. This looks good. If you guys got the cojones to be buying. Cisco Gold Royalty moving sideways here. Still looks good. And Altius Minerals, a non-royalty company. It's a royalty company, non-precious metals based. Potash, base metals, all sorts of stuff. Coal, I think's in it. But that looks good too. At support. So overall, my opinion here is everything looks good. What do I like? I like the physical metals, guys. I like the physical. I like the physical platinum. Give me that platinum. Give me the physical. A lot of the companies look good too. There's no problems with the companies either. I just don't own as much of the companies. I do own some royalty companies with some good amount of money, and the diversified miners as well. But the smaller ones, it's sparse and small position sizes. Anyway, guys, that's what I've got on the markets. 0.75 basis rate hike. I think it's good. That's what I think. As long as they continue to raise, we don't want it to be massive. We just want it to be small increases. And if the inflation rate stays high and we have a real negative rate, I think we'll be all right. The one thing I will say is the mortgage rates have dramatically gone up. And we'll have to see in the next few months what that does to the real estate market. We have super low inventory. Remember, that's our driver. Real estate's the driver of a lot of this inflation, the new loans into the system. So we'll have to see how that impacts everything. And, subscribe to the channel if you want to know what the impacts are. You can, obviously, I go over the data. And if you guys are interested, definitely sign up to my Platinum membership in the description link below. It's my website. We have a question and answer session coming this weekend on Saturday at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you want to join and join that question and answer session, you have to be a Platinum member, and I can answer whatever questions you have. I am continuing to stay long in precious metals and commodities. I am not afraid because they are raising rates because of strength in the system. Strength meaning inflation. We usually don't have blowout crashes without real estate participating. And we are not that close to a blowout crash. That's a ways away. in my opinion. And don't forget to give thumb up, subscribe to the channel and the website, and we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.